Welcome everybody back to the APF Sports Show, and I am Coach D. Today's guest is a special talent, special coach, a great friend of mine. If you don't know him, you will know him once we get done with this podcast, man. So let me get into this introduction with this young man. All right. Today's guest isn't just building athletes. He's shaping dogs on the field straight out of California. For the wide receiver technician, a detail-obsessed route runner, and a leader who's training athletes to be dogs. From footwork to mindset, he's elevating for the next generation of wideouts, precision, passion, and purpose. If you're serious about the grind and working to be a better wideout, this is the guy that you want to be with. If you don't know him, his name is Dylan Bradley. Dylan, what's up, my guy?
What up, Darius?
How you doing, man? Dude, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate
Grateful
you
for having me on, man. I appreciate you a lot.
Thank you, man.
I love what you're doing. I love what you're building.
Thank you.
Just keep doing what you're doing. I'm happy to be a part of this.
My guy, I thank you so much, man. It was a process trying to get you here, man. But I'm glad that you were able to take time out your busy schedule to tap in with me at SoFi Stadium, bro. It's crazy, right, man? A year ago to now, look where I've came, man. So I'm just glad that you pulled up to be a part of this.
No, absolutely.
Me,
I mean, I've known you for a couple years now, and I knew you before all this, and it's just, I respect people that are chasing their passion. You know what I mean? I'm happy to impact them in any way I can.
My boy.
We all impact each other.
We do, man.
We've all influenced each other in some way. You know?
Facts, man. 100% right, man. I look at what you're doing through not only the receiving training, but how you're maneuvering on social media with networking yourself, marketing yourself. I've learned from you from doing that stuff, man. So like I said, whatever you're doing, man, just keep it up because you're sparking the minds of a lot of people, man.
I appreciate it. It's just a motor, man. I gotta keep it running.
That's right. All right, without further ado, let's get into this podcast with the one and only Dylan Bradley, man. So Dylan, my guy, the first question I got for you, who is Dylan Bradley?
Dylan Bradley is an athlete at heart still.
Yeah, I love it.
Don't want to put up the cleats, don't want to hang them up. That's all it is. It's just something that just being active, working on the craft. I'm kind of just been obsessed with it for a long time now. I've been doing it before all this social media stuff, so it's like before all these guys or we were all popping off on social media, I was already doing this stuff on my own behind like unseen hours, you know what I mean? So it's like, all right, like I see where all these other guys are going with social. It's like maybe I could express myself in my own way as well and try not to like recreate what other trainers are doing, but just like try to show that I have my own style and see who could I attract to maybe walk through my doors to see who I could help.
Absolutely.
I know I'm not for everyone, but I feel like there's value behind what I could teach to a guy. 100%. And I think some of that could be like just with an hour, I feel like a guy could change his game and take it with him and continue to strive with that stuff that he's learned from me. Just
absolutely.
Like just little details, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. It's all full of details. You said something that stood out to me. You said that, you may not be for everybody, but truth be told, no coach is supposed to be for every athlete they come in contact with, right? Yeah. If that's the case, it will only be one coach in the world doing things, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, but no, that stood out to me and I love it, man. So where are you from originally?
I would say I'm from Menifee, California.
Menifee.
My parents split when I was like 10 years old. My mom brought me to Orange County, but honestly, if it wasn't for my mom, I probably wouldn't be sitting here with you right now.
Shout out to moms, and we love moms and we need them, man.
Yep. And RIP to moms as well. Absolutely. I lost her when I was playing JUCO ball.
I'm sorry about that.
So that was playing JUCO ball and like losing a family member is like a hard thing to process, and it's just like life came at me fast. You know what I mean?
It forced you to grow up?
Yeah, pretty much. Big time. But besides that, I'm from Menifee, California. I got to I was just a kid that was outside all the time. Like nobody really, like my parents wouldn't know where I was till the street lights came on kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm just out there playing backyard football, 3 flags up, going to the park, playing 5-on-5 basketball, riding our bikes through the fields. Like I kind of did a little bit of everything. I wasn't just playing. I didn't play football till I was in high school. So I played everything under the sun.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I didn't play till high school. So I was like 14 years old.
Okay.
My parents wouldn't let me play, but I played everything else under the sun. So a lot of baseball, a lot of basketball, a lot of soccer, lots of soccer. If it wasn't for soccer, I don't think I would have like the coordination with my feet that I have today, you know.
Yep.
So I think at an early age, just playing all these sports gave me the athleticism to step into football and be like, okay, I can do this. Like I could learn to compete. It was hard at first, but it's like I was around guys that were better than me, but I knew I was more athletic than them. So I was like, okay, I just got to like stay the course and I'll pass them up over time.
Learn the skill set. Yeah,
you know
you'll get
pass them up over time.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you said something else that stood out. You played multiple sports. Nowadays, we see kids are, I should say parents, forcing kids to only focus on one sport.
Yeah.
And the athletes that I come in contact with and I work with all the time, I tell them, you'll know when it's time to focus on one sport. You'll know. But when you're young, you know, like you said, you focus on many sports that you can, take lessons from them sports, and then apply it to the sport that you want to focus on once you know, okay, whether it's football, basketball, soccer, whatever it is, then you'll know when it's time to do that, man. So that's awesome, bro. Okay, second one I got for you, man. When you're evaluating a young athlete that comes to your door, like, yo, Coach Dylan, or a parent hits you up, I need you to work with my child, now girls as well, because they're doing flag football. You know, I need you to work with my athlete on getting them right. What is one of the first things that you evaluate with the athlete?
Just like movement patterns, just to see like how they move with their skill set and how to just like dumb it down for them. Like how to turn their skill sets. It's just like, bro, this is just a lateral lunge. This is just a squat with like a little bit of weight on that left side or that right side. And like keep your feet flat on the ground, like just simple cues that will take them a long way, and like maybe like helping them understand how to use the floor a little bit better and understand like how to use their strength on the field.
Gotcha.
It's like we have all these strength programs, we're lifting all this weight, we're doing all these exercises and stuff, but I don't see them translating that type of force production to the field, if that makes sense, or applying that strength to the field. It's like they're just kind of on skates, and it's like you have the strength, but it's like you don't have the foundation to like connect with the floor and produce force and get upfield.
Absolutely, and it makes sense. I'm thinking about like some of the videos that I've seen you posted. You know, athletes going barefooted, really understanding how to control their body, how their body's moving when they do certain movements. I've seen the lateral lunges that you do, you know, with the what's the water
bags?
Yeah, the water bags you use. I've seen them doing that.
Finesse performance.
Yeah, that's it, man. I'll tell you, give a shout out to them, man.
Let's go.
I've seen you doing that with them, and you know, as a coach myself, I immediately knew what you was doing before, trying to teach them to control their body better, man.
Right. Yeah. It's more of like an eye thing as well. It's like, okay, you could see it, like, but it's hard to like get somebody to like dominate those movements. Especially like a kid that's tall, real fast. Like a kid that might be like 6 foot, but he's only like 12 or 13 years old is going to struggle with like having body control.
Coordination's going to be horrible right there, man.
But that's fine as long as you like are aware of that and you continue to like push towards those things to have better body control.
Absolutely, because eventually it will kick in at some point in time, man.
Exactly.
Got you. Okay, now I like the fact that you said you dumb it down. I tend to see coaches try to overcoach too much and don't dumb it down. What's your thought on that, man?
I mean, at some point, you gotta like, there's only so many progression. Like, I try to find the right progressions for guys.
Sure.
It's like, okay, we're not doing this with you. Let's scratch it. But we'll try things, especially if it's like their first 2 sessions. I'll try a lot with them. I'm like, okay, this drill's for him. This is gonna get him to move how I want him to move. This drill's similar, but he just doesn't transition right for him. So I gotta do the things that are gonna help him attack the floor better, or like sell, or just be more violent at the top of their breaks. There's just certain cues in certain drills. So like the same cue for you might not be the same cue for somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Gotcha.
Everyone has like different, like I try to give everyone different cues. It's like, hey, your base is too wide. Hey, you're only on the balls of your feet. You don't really get your whole foot in the ground, or vice versa, or just like, or your weight's back. Just like simple cues. But it's all happens in the heat of the session. It's all in the moment. I have to see it. It's like I can't like just go and like see a kid do, like I can't see a kid's videos and tell him what he needs to work on unless I like am there with him.
You gotta be there with him 100%. I'm a believer in that too. You know, you see some people who want to have athletes do, stuff via Zoom or whatever. Me personally, if I'm working with an athlete, I want to be hands-on with them. That way I can understand their movement patterns, like you said, right? You need to know, what drills are going to work for them, what drills aren't going to work for them. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's dope,
why,
man.
Yeah. And I also like this offseason, I kind of like created I'm working on creating a course. I've already developed it, but I'm not really marketing it as much.
Gotcha.
I know I could bring more value to it.
Okay.
But I've already had guys that I've given it to, and they're just like, bro.
They loved it.
Like the feedback is phenomenal. I'm just like, okay, this is why I do what I do. It's not just like training guys in person. There's drills that I got online that I'm throwing cues in. It might not be the cues for them, but those exercises will take them a long way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I understand it, man. That's dope, man. I'm gonna have to have you pull back up to put out your course, man. I'm gonna have to have you do that, man. All right. Now,
lots of value there.
Oh my God. All right. So footwork, hands IQ. What is the most underrated skill every receiver needs, but often overlooked?
Overlooked?
Yeah.
Speed and catching the ball. Like all this stuff is great and all that I'm teaching and doing, but if you can't run and catch the ball, I mean, if you can't catch the ball, like you could be guarded.
Yeah.
If you could if you're guarded and you're catching the ball, you're gonna play.
Yeah.
But if you're getting open, creating all the separation in the world, but you're just like, you can't catch the wide open pass, it's like, dude, you're a liability, or like, that's like I'm gambling at this point. Like you're 50-50.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather just go with the guy that has little separation, but sure hands.
But you guarantee he's
gonna catch a body.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, got you. Okay, now, walk us through a Dylan Bradley's training session. Maybe not necessarily with a new athlete, but somebody, like I've seen you work with J Mac or Drake Carter. Like if you're walking, let's keep it on a professional level like that.
Okay.
If you're walking into a session with an NFL athlete like that, what is your mindset, going into training? What does it look like?
Athletic, performance-based, and skill-based is what it's going to be. Kind of like we do a lot of, I would say it's very progressionary at first. Like I might make them feel comfortable or unathletic, but it's all just to help with what's to come, or like what the main drill is.
It's a build up.
It's just like a build up.
Yeah.
It's like, you might not like it now, but like just wait till like we hit the field and we start moving and we start changing direction.
Gotcha.
Like a lot of that, they'll have a lot of that activation they need to feel like the athlete they want to feel like.
Gotcha.
So a lot of reactionary stuff. So some of it's just like very instructional. Like I want you to hit the ground here as hard as you can and then shift your weight that way. And then it's like, okay, let's forget everything, forget all the instructions, just react, just run hard, just play football, think about the break when you get there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do understand that.
Or like line of scrimmage, a lot of that stuff's like, we'll do a lot of foundation work where it's like we're working on training the ligaments, tendons, and muscles to fire in these skilled positions. Now let's let them ride it basically.
Gotcha.
So it's like, chill for that. Like, I'm screwing this up for a second.
No, take your time, man. You good, man.
I should have slowed down because I'm like getting into it. But it's like,
I love it, man. It's raw emotions, man. That's why I do this podcast the way I do, man.
But it's just like meshing athletic performance with skill set and then making them react. So it's like real strength, like it's like I said earlier, getting them to apply their strength on the field. That's all I care about, and I just want them to feel like they're training how they play. That's the main thing. It's like, and that's the hardest part that's the hardest part to teach guys. But some guys already got it. They're like, they already know how to train how they play. But some guys struggle to train how they play. Because once that, like when they're on the line of scrimmage and they're playing ball, like they're just dogs. Like you are who you are on the field. But like sometimes when they train, like I kind of put them in a box. But then it's like, okay, let's react. Let's forget about all this. And like, just play football, bro. Forget about what step you're going to break with. Forget about, like, just focus on running, body language, and playing fast. The rest will take care of itself.
100%. And that's one thing that I do tell my athletes as well. Like, when we train the way we want to play. Fast and under control. So if we're going to train, if we want to be fast, we're going to train that way. We train fast to be fast on the field, along with the body control and stuff like that, man.
It's like giving them the ability to like play throughout the season too. Absolutely. So it's like, this is like injury prevention as well. Because if you're not used to moving like this and you go out into play and like you have to react fast and do this and your body's not used to it, you could run down a laundry list of problems. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
it's like I feel like a lot of this stuff helps with injury prevention as well.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, let me move on to the next one, man. Route running is an art. It's an art form, right?
Yeah.
We all know that, man.
Yeah.
You know, you have receivers who can run routes and don't have speed, or have speed and can't run routes good.
Right.
What makes a great route runner in your eyes?
Somebody that's physical and likes to take on contact or run through the middle.
Okay.
Somebody that's like not real like shy running across the field.
Yep.
You know, somebody that's going to just like run through the smoke
Gotcha.
and be physical
Yeah.
and just like take on contact off the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely.
Instead of like avoiding. Like some of the stuff's changing direction and we're like avoiding people, but I'm also like trying to like get guys to realize like you're not always going to like be able to just run around a guy.
100%.
You got to just get upfield, basically play guard, play in the paint,
Yep, in the
get
paint,
physical and create separation, catch a ball.
Yeah.
And I feel like coaches or recruiters really like guys that could take on contact and finish a play.
Gotcha.
Compared to like guys relying too much on their separation. My younger athletes from a couple years ago,
Yeah.
some of them are like in the 26 class now.
Yep.
They're going to be seniors, so I've had them for 4 or 5 years, and it's like, okay, like when I think about some of these kids I was training 3 or 4 years, like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, they were doing workouts that they didn't feel like being
I
at,
feel like being
but they were there
Yeah.
and they showed up and they provided effort. Sometimes I'm like, hey, dude, like, what's going on? It's
Yep.
like, oh, I'm coming from this and that. It's like, I get it, but like, you're here now.
You're here. Yeah.
And
Gotta
you're
work.
young and you can handle it.
Yeah.
And you're not limping anywhere. Like your body's capable.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
100%,
So it's
man.
like just put in the work
Yep.
and make sure you eat right, get your sleep, and like live another day.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
I tell my athletes that as well.
So you're only gonna feel better about yourself when you work hard like that,
Bro.
compared to like
Say it
sitting
again.
on the couch
Say
or
it
like
again.
you're gonna feel better about
Listen.
yourself when you work hard.
Listen. Yep.
You're gonna feel a lot better. Like you don't feel good when somebody just gives you something. Like it's like, oh, I haven't played a down in high school yet, and I got a scholarship. Like, like, do you feel like you earned that yet
Listen,
or not? Compared to a kid that just played his junior year and went for like 1,000 yards and got a scholarship. That's much more
It's
rewarding,
much more, man, listen.
in my opinion.
I agree with you. I mean, however you want to get it, but
Yeah.
it does irritate me when I see kids who never played a down of high school football as a freshman
Yeah.
get these so-called offers, right? I'm like, bro, is that really earned, or did your mom and dad pay for that?
Yeah.
You know, I hate to call it out like that, you know, not
Right.
trying to be like
Yeah.
negative, but I hate that. But like you said, it's more rewarding when you see somebody go for 1,000 yards and they earn it instead
Right.
of having,
Exactly.
you know, mom and dad pay
Yeah.
for that, man.
And on top of that, just like with training, like there's been guys I trained where I'm like, I don't know how the season's gonna go, and sure enough, pop back out with like 1,400 yards,
Yeah, it is,
1,000
man.
yards, and I'm just like, damn,
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting
I wasn't
that. So it's
expecting
like,
it, yeah.
a lot of times I'm telling guys like, don't let the training get to your head.
sure,
Like this
for
isn't
sure.
football.
It's not
Like this is
football.
giving your body the capabilities to go
It
play
is.
the game.
Yep.
You know.
100%, man. My God. Okay, now the receiver position is evolving. How has the game changed, and how do you stay ahead of it?
Oh man, it's crazy how it's evolving,
It's
man. These kids are
evolving,
doing
man.
stuff that like guys in the NFL are doing now.
Yeah,
So it's just like,
it's
dude, like some of my
ridiculous, man.
kids move just as well as guys in the league, and it's crazy.
Yep.
And I'm like, I'm very excited to see what some of these guys are going to do in the next couple of years, because some of these kids are going
They're
to
gonna
be in the NFL
freaky.
for sure.
Oh my goodness, it's gonna be freaky.
But some of you guys are
man.
getting a little comfortable too. So it's just like, even though you got your scholarship, you're going here or there, like you got to go line up against
Still.
real dudes on the line of scrimmage and create separation and win. So
Absolutely.
it's like, just because you go in so-and-so, like you still got to show up.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, that person lined up next to you, especially once you get to college, it's gonna be equally
different,
talented. Yes,
It's very different.
equally talented as you are, man. You know. So, but you mentioned how the game is just evolving.
It's insane.
It's man. I remember being kids, and when somebody head top somebody, it was all like but now it's like, oh man, everybody's doing that now. Everybody's doing head top.
It's like not even. It's like that OBJ
that's
catch
what it was.
probably changed the game right there when it came to like receivers and like being comfortable with making
against Dallas
athletic catches.
My team.
You know what I mean?
Oh my God, yeah, man.
I mean, I feel like receivers, tight ends, like there's some of like the most athletic athletes in the world, just based off of like their ability to like just jump up in the air.
Yeah. The way they got to contort their body.
Turn their bodies, catch the ball,
Yeah.
eyes, running full speed. It's just,
it's different, man.
it's different.
100%, my guy. Okay, now I got some quick hitter questions I want to ask you, man. Give me your top 5 receiver list in no particular order, but give me your top 5. What you got, man? If you had to say, like,
I mean, I would say there's Jerry for sure.
For sure.
It's just like, and you gotta admire Jerry for not like being the fastest either too.
Yeah.
It's just like had to be very critical in how he ran his routes. Everything had to every step meant something in the route. Yeah. And that's like how some guys today run their routes. It's like every step matters. Compared to some guys, it's like pure speed and like raw athleticism. You know what I mean? Which is great.
Yeah.
But I would say Calvin, obviously. Kelvin Johnson, Randy Moss.
Megatron?
Yep, Megatron for sure.
Yep.
AB.
You like Antonio Brown?
I like
really.
It's just crazy, like how he runs his routes and how he breaks.
Yeah.
It's just like beautiful to watch. Honestly, when you watch his highlight, it's just like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I would say Steve Smith, only because he's like 5'10" and he was just.
He was a dog.
Super physical on the line, you know what I mean? And just like went up and is like playing out wide, playing X or Z and just mossing dudes in the red zone.
He was
just
a dog, man.
I just like respected his physicality behind the game and him not being the biggest.
Oh, his mindset was different.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was real different, my guy. Okay, next one. When I say these names, I want you to give me the first receiver that comes to your mind. Okay? Make sense?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right. Want to kind of hit you with something. All right. So first one, hands.
Hands?
Yeah.
Like
Catching.
NFL guys?
Yeah, NFL.
NFL. I mean, I got to work with Jarvis like a year ago.
Jarvis Landry?
Yeah, and I would just say like just being around him and watching his intent on how he caught a football was pretty immaculate.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Route running.
Gotta respect Keenan Allen's route running.
Facts. He is a route runner.
I just love watching it.
My guy. Okay. Then the size. I think I know who you're going to say, but let me see who you put out. Size. Who, like, when you think about size as a receiver, who you got to put up there?
It's like Julio Jones.
Really? I was expecting
Megatron.
I was expecting Megatron.
Yeah, but like Megatron's like, come on, like that's not going to happen very often. Like,
you're right.
There's not going to be guys that are that big that can move like that.
He's like, what, 6'5"?
Something like
that.
Probably bigger than that.
Yeah,
but,
ridiculous, man.
I would say, like a guy like DeAndre Hopkins or Julio Jones.
Okay.
It's just like a well-rounded, like size receiver.
Yeah. How big is DeAndre Hopkins?
I have no idea.
He got to be,
But he's another real physical receiver who's route running, like I respect.
Crazy.
And like a lot of these times too is like you see a lot of guys like stressing the top of their routes or breaks. And it's just like if you watch some of these guys, they're not like really fully like technical when they're playing the game.
Yeah.
It's really reactionary. It's like a lot of guys are like stressing, oh, don't lean, don't do this. And it's like, bro, like he's doing that while he's playing, but he's still winning. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, now last one I got for that one. Two more. Speed.
Speed?
Yeah, speed.
Tyreek?
I think it was all clearance you can give, man. Tyreek,
Tyreek, and then maybe like Devontae Smith.
Yeah, you're right.
Fast.
Yeah, Philly, right?
Right.
Yeah, he's definitely fast.
I mean, Saquon's freaking moving right now too.
He's different, man. Okay, now dog. When you think about receiver, like this is the dog I want on my team as a receiver. Who you got?
That's a good question, bro. Straight dog. I like Garrett Wilson right now.
Really?
Like I'll take him.
Yeah.
Like
how long he's been, like a year or 2 years, right?
Yeah, I just feel like he's ready to like just like go crazy. You know what I mean?
He was great in college. Yeah. He was, man.
Right.
You know, who was his quarterback this year? You know who it is?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
That's the problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like he could have a breakout year.
For sure.
Who else? I mean, you got guys. There's just so many. It's ridiculous. It's hard for me. Like, I'll walk out of here and I'll be like, oh, I should have mentioned this guy. Like, what was I thinking at the moment?
Yep.
And there's probably like 5 scenarios where it's like that. Oh, what about this guy?
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's get into this thing. 100 men first, one gorilla. Okay, yeah.
This one took a lot of thought, dude.
Yeah, let me see.
100, so I got to pick 10?
I just want 10 athletes.
10 athletes.
10 athletes, like, yo, this is what I'm taking with me, and then everybody else can come, but I gotta have these 10.
All right, I don't know if I can name, I can't name the names, but I'll just take, I was thinking about it, I was like, I'll take, like, the 1970 Steel Curtain Steelers defense. Or I'll take the 85 Bears.
The 85 Bears. So you want those?
You guys can come with me. We'll figure it out.
You want those 22 for sure.
Yeah.
Then everybody else can come with you.
Right.
I love it, man. The Steel Curtain and the Bears defense, man. I think they're still considered, well, at least top 2. The Bears, anyway. Yeah. Best defense of all time, man. People throw in the the Legion of Boom, and they were phenomenal. They were nice.
I'll take the guys up front though. The guys that are playing D-line and O-line, like we going.
We're going. We in there. We're going to war together. Okay, I got 2 more questions for you, man. Then I'm gonna let you get up out of here, bro.
Okay.
What's been one of your proudest moments as a trainer so far? A moment that reminded you of this is why I do this. What's been that moment for you?
I would say it's been quite a few.
Okay.
You know, and it's just like getting like feedback from all like my athletes. Whether like I like when a guy just like I'll just be going about my day and I'll have somebody message me that I trained like 2 months ago. It's just like, hey bro, like I just wanted to like reach out and tell you like you've impacted my game, this and that. It's just like it's just something that doesn't have to be, I don't get it frequently, but when it happens, it's just nice to know that like, even if it's parents feedback, I don't care how old the kid is, the parent messaging me like, hey, like we played this weekend and like we see the improvement, we appreciate you, coach. Doesn't matter if it's a youth athlete or a professional athlete, the feedback means a lot.
You're right, man. And
it just gives me like more confirmation of my style.
Yep.
And it just gives me more confidence to like keep pursuing my style and keep building on it and keep adding value with it. You know what I mean?
Yep, I do. And I tell when people, you know, reach out, whether it's athlete or mom, dad, whatever, you know, Coach D played over the weekend or I watched my kid play, and like I can see such a huge difference with how they're moving efficiently on the field when they run.
Absolutely. That makes you feel like you're living a purpose, right?
It does, man. Does. Like I said, I don't think we do it for the recognition.
Right.
You know, I don't. Like, but bro, when you do get it, it just like
it makes me feel like I'm living a purpose and I'm giving back and I'm like providing value.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So it's like, compared to like going and just clocking in somewhere every day. You know
for sure.
And you could make value doing that too, but it's just like it means so much more when it just comes back to your name and not the brand or whatever. You know what I mean?
Man, organically, and it's you that did that, man. It's awesome. Okay, now, last one I got for you, man. If a young wideout is listening to this podcast, I'm pretty sure they will, because you train a lot of them, and I have some that train with me.
Right.
But if there's one piece of information that you can give them on their road to be one of the best that they can be, what would their advice be, man?
I would say successful people believe in themselves when others don't.
I love it. Say it one more time for me, man.
Successful people believe in themselves when others don't. So there was a lot of times where just like I knew people didn't believe in me. I knew it, but I knew I was gonna pass those people up in the long run. Like you just have to know it. You don't need somebody like me to confirm or tell you that you're him.
Yeah.
And don't, even if they are, like, you gotta like, kind of like respect that and take that as a compliment, but you gotta talk to yourself and have real conversations with yourself and tell yourself that you're, like I don't, like receivers, in my opinion, we're wired to tell ourselves that we're like, we're him, we're the best. I don't care who's in front of me, like I'm better than him.
I'm better than this guy running, who's guarding me, 100%. I think, like you said, I think just any legit athlete has to have, people may look at it as being a little cocky, but as a dog, as an athlete, you got to have a little cockiness about confidence. You do confidence and a little cockiness, right? To tell yourself like, I'm better than this guy.
You have to manifest it.
You do, you got to manifest
yourself.
it,
You can't like go to practice and like seek confirmation looking up to your coaches. You know what I mean? You gotta just like, and even if you're not getting that confirmation from them and it's coming from somewhere else, like you gotta just let that stuff go, and you can't be like dwelling on it or showing that body language at practice that, oh, coach don't care about me, blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, none of that matters. Just play. Like, worry about your job instead of worrying about like why coach don't mess with you or whatever.
Yeah, 100%. You know what I mean? 100%, my guy. My dude, I want to thank you again, man, for pulling up to SoFi Stadium. You were the first guest that I filmed here with, man.
What?
Yeah, first one, man. I really, really appreciate you for taking time out your schedule, bro. Like I said, I know you work with, you know, some athletes that I've worked with as well.
Absolutely,
from the Mark Bowmans to the Marcus to Madden. You know,
great guys,
all great guys,
all
man.
Phenomenal athletes.
Love all those guys, man. So when you
takes
see
a
them,
village, man.
Yeah, it takes a village, man. So you see them, you know, give them my well wishes.
Oh, you know,
proud of them and everything, man. And like I said, can you let everybody know where to follow you at on social media?
Yeah,
you know,
so
YouTube, whatever you have, man.
Pretty much just on Instagram for the most part. So it's Dylan Bradley _13.
Dylan Bradley _13. My guy, thank you again. If anybody's looking to get that work at wide receiver, tap in with my guy, Coach Dylan Bradley. Thank you again, my boy.
All up, bro. Appreciate you, dude.
Sir, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Keep building, bro.
My guy, we in there. First one down.